Jibreel alayhi salam, he was given the role of bringing the prophecy and the legislations to who? The Prophet. That was his job. He and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam first met in Ghar Hira. When he met him, he gave him the first 5 verses of Surah Al-Alaq. This was the first thing that ever came down from the Quran. And it is اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق خلق الإنسان من علق اقرأ وربك الأكرم الذي علم بالقلم علم الإنسان ما لم يعلم. If you really ponder, you will learn a lot by just the first 5 verses of the Quran that came down. You will know a lot about Islam. Because my brothers, the first 5 that comes down of the Quran is the entire explanation of what's to come. This is what made him a prophet, and Surah Al-Muddathir is what made him a what? A messenger. He was a prophet here. With Surah Al-Alaq, those 5 verses, he became a prophet. With Surah Al-Muddathir, he became a what? He became a messenger. Now he's told, قُمْ فَأَنذِرْ وَرَبَّكَ فَكَبِّرْ. قُمْ, go, convey. But this one, he wasn't told to convey anything, he just became a prophet. But let's look at what was said here. The first word, it says what? Iqra, read. Now this word is a representation of this religion being the religion of what? Knowledge. It's not a religion of ignorance. Islam promotes knowledge, pushes for knowledge. Iqra, read, recite. That's the first word that came down. Now that word, how many times was it repeated? In the first 5 verses, it was repeated twice. First time was اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق, and the second time was اقرأ وربك الأكرم. صح? Okay, so the word اقرأ was repeated twice. Good. The word خلق, how many times was it repeated in the first 5 verses that came down? It was also repeated twice. Again, both of it twice. الذي خلق خلق الإنسان من علق. And it's right next to each other. What separates it is the verse finishing and the other verse starting. So it's been twice. Again, it's telling you, you were created to what? Read. The word knowledge, how many times was it repeated? So اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق خلق الإنسان من علق اقرأ وربك الأكرم الذي علم بالقلم علم الإنسان ما لم يعلم. How many times was it repeated? It's also repeated twice. Unless we use the verb of the mudari' that came as well, which is يعلم, it would be 3. Here we are learning, or when we're being told, it's a religion of reading. It's the fact that we were created for that reason, and that with reading you become a person who's got what? Knowledge. So the route to learning and having knowledge Ibn al-Qayyim took from this is to read. It's one of the ways to know. So reading is one of the ways. If you don't read, you don't learn. You don't. A lot of people, they think they can get knowledge by socializing with certain people. If the person you're with is a great knowledgeable individual, no doubt you can learn a lot from them. But there's a lot of knowledge hidden in the books.